Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so super excited to welcome you into this Unstoppable Soul Alive Women series. I'm thrilled to have you all live. We've had so many people sign up for this event, and I just feel like the timing is now. It is now for us to feel connected, to feel like we are wanting to create these lives that really are filled for us with joy and happiness and peace and ease and flow. And this is all possible. You know, it's interesting because over the last 25 years, I've been working primarily with women. And one of the things that I see is that women so often forget that they can, in fact, have exactly what they're looking for in their lives. And that they can know that what they desire is truly available for themselves. A lot of times with women, we are so involved in all of the doing, all of the managing, all of the juggling, that we disconnect from our ability to really have what it is that we desire in life. Oh, I just started to see people joining in. Hello. So excited to see you. And I wanted to say why I created this. Over the last 25 years of working and supporting women, I essentially started to begin to see, hi, it's so great to see you. I started to begin to see women living in three primary ways. And it wasn't until after a while that I realized that some women were really empowered in their lives. Other women were really in the energy of reacting to everything that happened to them. And when we react in life, we start to feel out of control, or we start to begin to believe we can't manifest what it is that we are choosing to have in our life. And so my desire this week is to create a path for you first to assess, where are you on this spectrum? What area of life do you want to work on during the week? Because we want you to choose something. So by the end of this launch, this live series that we're creating for you, you can see some noticeable shifting going on, some change, some new ways of holding yourself, the way you feel in your body. Like all things, I am an energy healer, a master shaman, channeler. I have been doing energy work for over 25, 30 years now. But I'm also a master coach. My background is from the corporate business world, and I've combined all of that to teach, to guide, to support women on their journeys by integrating coaching and energy work, because with the two combined is when I see women soar. I see them making fast, accelerated movement in their life. Change doesn't have to take forever. Change can happen very quickly. Hello. Yes, I love that. This is so true. One person saying negative thoughts is my main problem. Yes, what we think is what we create in life. So we really have to step into minding and managing our own mindset. And tomorrow we'll get into some of that, and the next day we'll get into some of that, and we'll do this new assessment tool called the Energy Awareness Matrix that looks at the 10 most powerful energies that can really change our lives if we're aligning to the flow of them. And so you'll be able to assess that. And then by the end of the week, you'll have clarity on where you're going, how your energy is aligned to that. We'll shift up your beliefs and we'll connect you to your soul. And why did I call this the Soul Alive series? Here's what I know is that when we come to have a physical experience, our soul comes in to experience all these different aspects of life. And when we are aligned to what that purpose is that our soul came in for, what we get to experience in our life is quick manifestation, a lot of ease, because we have the energy of our soul behind us. It's almost like our soul is the wind at our back, moving us through our experiences so that we can get all of the juiciness and life that we want to experience. So today we're going to focus on where are you living right now and in what aspects of your life. So I want to share this. Let's see if this happens. Give me a thumbs up or say, yes, I can, if you can see this diagram that's showing on the screen right now. It should look like a soul and then a definition around what we think of as a soul alive woman. Okay, I'm getting lots of yeses. All right, so what do we think of when we say soul alive woman? What is it? Who is it? So here's what I've defined when I work with women. When I see women operating in a certain way, I know that they're soul alive. They might be stuck in a little area of their life, but primarily their whole life is working for them. So soul alive women are women that are going after what it is that they want in their life. They're purposeful, they're focused. They have an attitude that they can create and manifest what it is that they choose in this lifetime. They mostly feel joyful and aligned and empowered and confident and really excited and grateful about what they have in their life and what they're experiencing. The number one belief that soul alive women hold on to is anything is possible for them. Now, it doesn't mean that it's not going to take work or they have to shift up things in their life or they might need to be courageous or they might need to step into their next level of knowing and being and doing to create what it is that they want. But at the core, they trust themselves and they believe that anything is possible and that the universe has their back. The soul alive woman is also open for growth. They're open for stretch. And what I mean by stretch is sometimes when we're growing, we have to leave behind aspects of ourselves. And they could be some beliefs that are keeping us down. They could be the way we think and operate in the world. But if you're open to leaving some things behind so that you can create an opening for others, that's what really stepping into soul alive is. So that's one state. The next state is the state called soul searching. It's that the status quo is good. They're comfortable. Life is going okay. There are glimmers of fun and different interests opening up for them. But at the core, they may see that something is missing. And this was where actually I was living my life. When I was in my late 20s, I was married, I had a home, I had this great career, I got to travel internationally, meet all of these amazing people. And I had this really full life. And yet inside, I was feeling kind of lonely. And I could be in a room with a whole bunch of people or around my family and friends. And there was this part of me that was still not feeling fulfilled. Like there's something missing. There's something more. There's something that, like, okay, I have all of this, but what more can I bring into my life? And I don't even know fully what that more is. So I began searching, like, what is it? Am I connected? Do I feel fulfilled? And in what areas do I feel fulfilled? When you're in soul searching, you can either approach it from one or two ways. That you're curious, like that was my curiosity, like, okay, so I had what everyone said brings you this really happy life. And I still felt like there was a part of me that was missing. Something was not quite right. From the outside, externally, everything looked brilliant. But from the inside, internally, I was feeling sort of disconnected, a little alone, not as happy as I wanted to be. And so that's really how the soul searching woman shows up. Like everything from the outside might look brilliant. Everything from the outside, maybe in all areas, but maybe one area of their life could be working, but not in every area. And they feel a level of emptiness. And what I've learned over my journey is not because everything on the external wasn't okay. It was more an internal journey. Like soul was asking me to step in to something that I wasn't stepping into. And at some level, whether it was conscious at that time, it was an unconscious knowing. That there was something more I was here to do, and I was meant to do, and I wasn't yet doing it. So that sent me on my journey of soul searching. Sometimes what happens when you approach life from that place is that we have these beliefs that show up for us that, "Oh, I'm selfish, like I already have a good enough life, and is it selfish for me to want more? Am I not feeling good in all aspects of my life just because I'm not grateful?" And I'm here to say that that's really not it at all. It's not that you're being selfish or you're not grateful. It's really because there's a curiosity, there's a longing, and maybe you know that there's more for you and you just haven't discovered that yet. So that's what I would call people living in the soul searching. Like life is appearing okay, it's good, but internally you're not feeling the best you want to feel. And then the last area that we're going to go to is when we're in soul disconnect. So what is soul disconnect? So soul disconnect is when you are in a place where you are running. You're busy, you're exhausted. You might be in a place of overwhelm, but you're really just reacting to your life. You're reacting to your kids' needs, your husband's needs, your job needs, your partner's needs. You're reacting to what's happening all around you. And you're not feeling grounded and centered to be able to move your life forward. Like you might feel stuck or trapped or just totally discontent, but not even sure why. In soul disconnect, a lot of what happens for women is we live from a place of responsibility and obligation. And that is what's driving us. It's not being driven from the place of wanting to appreciate, wanting to experience joy and happiness or manifest a life that we want. We're just burdened with all this responsibility and obligation. Now, I want to make a really important distinction. It doesn't mean that when you're in soul alive, you won't have responsibilities and obligations, or when you're in soul searching, you don't have them. It's that you have a different relationship to them. It feels different. It connects to you differently. So, what I would love to do is to have you take a minute and post in the chat where you feel you are right now. Do you feel like you're in soul searching, soul disconnect, or soul alive? Just post in the chat. I'm curious to see what you have to say. I remember when, oh, and here's someone saying, I remember soul disconnect. It was rough, sending love and light to anyone in that phase. Yes, soul disconnect is when you are burdened by so much, by getting so little back. So it is tough. And what I'm saying is, you do not have to live from that place. There is an opportunity for you to begin to shift and change and grow and learn and really create what it is that you want. The only thing is that you have to give yourself permission to not live in that place anymore and to give yourself permission to change up your life. All right. I love this. Wasn't soul disconnect, but moved to soul searching, mostly soul searching. Someone saying soul alive most of the time, soul searching with a touch of soul disconnect. Mostly soul searching, but some areas of my life are in soul disconnect. This is fabulous because what you're realizing is we're human, right? And we have all these different parts of our life, and some of them are going incredible, and some of them are lagging behind a little. And it really has to do with mindset, your empowering beliefs, how your energy is aligned. So here's what I want you to know. Even if you're in soul disconnect right now, you can change that. That's the brilliance of becoming aware, doing the energy work, and seeing what's possible for you and what you're able to step into. So let's talk about that. And I love all you soul searchers. I just love it because what you're saying is that you deserve to have more. That's what someone that's living in soul searching is really saying. That you might have a lot, but that you get to have even more. Our universe is so abundant that there's never this energy of, oh, you've had too much, or you can't have more, or this isn't available. It isn't. If you have those thoughts, know that it's your own mindset. It's not truly what's available. So what I'm going to show you now is we're going to look at life areas. And let me take this down so you can see the life area. Now, I love to do it as a pie chart because, and you might change some of the life areas, but these are the major areas that I work with most people around. It usually has to do with family. It has to do with love or intimate relationships, friendships, career. Maybe you have your own business. It has to do with your own spiritual well-being. It has to do with your personal development, your health, your abundance, so your finances, how are they showing up for you? And so when you look at this area, what you want to do is start to begin to assess, where am I living in soul alive? Where am I living in soul searching? And where am I in soul disconnect? And then what you do is you assess the different areas. You can do it by, and this is in your package. If you're in on the email, you would get an announcement every day, and you would get these slides that I'm showing you. So you could actually print it out and fill in where you believe in which life areas you're in soul disconnect, soul searching, and soul alive. And then for today and for this week, what I really want you to do is pick one. Pick one life area and use that to go through the whole week, because what we're after, what I'm after, is helping you to truly shift into the life that you want, into the life that you desire. Now is the time. We can't keep waiting for tomorrow, because who knows what tomorrow's going to bring, right? Like this year definitely has been probably one of the most challenging years that most of us have gone through. And so we know that tomorrow and what comes of tomorrow is never truly guaranteed. All we can do is take care of how we approach life, how we come into life, how we look at things, how we choose to go after some stuff, how we change our beliefs and our thoughts and our energy to manifest what we want. That is literally what we get to control. So that's what we want to focus on. So let's have you start thinking. Thank you, Glory's saying absolutely. There's so many comments. I can't read all of them. So here's what I want you to do is to take a minute and think about where you are in one of these life areas, and what life area do you want to focus on for this week? So for me, I'm always doing this chart. I love to either live in soul alive 90% of the time, but sometimes I bop down to soul searching, because when I want to stretch and grow, there are some areas that I know exactly what I need to do to show up, stretch, and go and move forward. And then there's other areas where I'm not as clear. And so I have to go internal and say, what would this area of life look like if I am, and fill in the blank for you. So I'm starting to notice people are putting in place career for me, career in business, health and wellness. I've been sick and doctors can't seem to find out why. Okay. Adventure, play, fun for me. I love it. So at every level, we get to choose how we want to shift up. So for me, my personal journey this year was shifting up my joy factor. Like, so I looked at it from my focus this year was personal development. And really what I wanted to open up was to increase my level of joy that's available to me. So we get to choose what we want to step into. So intimate relationships, finance, adventure, abundance factor. I love it. Play and fun. Excellent. Energy expansion and life integration. Hi, Nicole. I love it because Nicole's in one of my programs. So she so gets that when you align your energy to what you want and you open it up and you become your most expansive self, what you create for yourself can be powerful and magical, and also magnetizing. We magnetize to us what we want. And in order to do that, we have to make sure our energy and we are able to receive. Let me tell you a little story about that. I worked with a client a while back, and she was looking for an intimate relationship. And we were doing some of the work around looking for relationships, an intimate partner. And at one point I said, okay, let's just close your eyes and let's flow love to you. And what was so interesting was as I tried to flow love to her and as she tried to take it in, she couldn't. She was really only taking in just a little bit of love. So we came out of that and I started to talk to her about what is her beliefs around love. And sure enough, she had been hurt in a previous relationship. And at one level, and she wasn't so conscious to this, she really thought she had done the work. She had talked through with her therapist a lot of how she was feeling and what was going on. But what happened was after that relationship, she closed down her energetic capacity to love and to feel love. And so everyone she was meeting, she just couldn't connect with them on that loving perspective. And so we opened up her energy back to feeling that it was safe in love. So we opened up the energy back to love. And then we really had to start to change her belief system that it was safe to love. It was fun to love, right? So this is what happens as we journey through life. We go through these experiences and we may be conscious, sometimes we're not, that the experience closes us down in a way that we can no longer bring in what we desire. So this week is all about focusing on what it is you desire and your ability on the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, and in the energetics of clearing the path to have that happen. So as I'm reading these, yes, I'm ready to align to my energy, personal growth here, by the way. Excellent. Glad you're already getting some impact. But listen to this user. This may be wrong, but for me, abundance. Now, she started out by saying it's wrong to ask for abundance. So let me share with you that you won't receive abundance if you think that it's wrong. So yes, let's go after abundance for you. And we're going to shift the energy. We're going to shift your mindset around it. We're going to align you to what's possible again. And I get this one. When I get a good look at my soul mission, I need help with all of this. Absolutely. So I've been on my journey for 25, 30 years now, and I know I'm aging myself, but that's okay. There's wisdom that also comes as you get older. And what I notice is that every time I'm ready to elevate my life, I will look for the people that can support me, whether it's in business, if it's in finance, it's in personal development. I look for those people that are going to be able to take me into my new vision because we all need help. We wouldn't be stuck where we're at if we knew how to do it. Because most people who are in soul disconnect do not love the fact that they're in soul disconnect, but they don't know how to get out of there. And if you're in soul searching, it's fine to be in soul searching, but you don't want to stay in soul searching forever because you want to bring in what it is you need and want. So that's what we're going to work on this week. Excellent. All right. So everyone had put in the Facebook group the area that they wanted to focus on this week. For your homework tonight, I would love you just to circle in where you're living from. So the innermost circle on this worksheet is when you're in soul disconnect because there's not a whole lot of energy. Soul searching is you would take one of the slices of the pie and go out to the second circle. And if you're in soul alive in that area, you get to fill in that whole slice of the pie. Now, if you come back and say, hey, Marianne, I was in soul alive around all these areas, first of all, I'm going to congratulate you. That's fantastic. That's amazing. And then I'm going to challenge you to say, okay, if you're living in soul alive from all these areas, what area do you want to elevate next? What do you want to go after? What would you like more of in a certain area? Because we are here to have experiences, and so we're always looking for a growth, for a way to change our lives, to increase our capacity and our abilities. So I love it. People are, again, putting in what they want. And one person said, love that question, Miriam. Yes. You know, here's one of the things I love working with women. Women are so multifaceted because we have to be. Women take care of so much in this world, whether we're parents and we have children, or even if we choose not to be parents. Women are nurturers. We come from an energy of nurturing. So in your life, whether you're nurturing children, you also might be nurturing your partnership. You might be nurturing your colleagues or friends. We are also the ones that come from our soul and our heart more. And so by leading life and living life from that place, we get to experience a lot more richness. And here's what I would say. Women tend to be the hardest on themselves. Internally, we're very, very hard on ourselves. And what I want to do is lighten that load. Like, we don't have to carry that. We get to be playful and joyful with ourselves and live in appreciation for who we are in our life at this moment, and know that we will change, that we get to continuously change and grow and up-level our lives. All right, it looks like some people are in violent agreement with me around this. I love it. So true, so true. I found that being hard on myself sucks. Yes, it does. We sometimes are our own worst critics and judge. And so what's cool is that, let me set you up for tomorrow. So for tonight, you're going to fill out the pie chart. And then in your soul work, you're going to say, what are some of the beliefs I'm carrying that are keeping me from not experiencing what I want in this life area? You know, is it criticism of yourself? Is it harsh judgment? Is it that you don't believe you could really have what you desire? Is it that you believe you have too much and it would be greedy to ask for more? So you're going to come up with some beliefs that you are conscious of right in this moment that get in your way of experiencing what you want, even if you're in soul searching. Because here's the thing, I've worked with a lot of women that live their life in soul searching. They live their life in soul searching. And that, after a time, can wear yourself down. What you want to do is make sure that in some aspects of your life, some elements of your life, you are really going after it. You are really going after what you truly want in life, so that you get to wake up and jump out of bed and feel excited about your day. And that's what we're going to do. So in your homework tonight, we call it soul work, because it's really about getting to know ourselves even better, getting to see what might be blocking us, giving ourselves permission to spend 15, 20, 30 minutes on ourselves to do some reflection so that we can elevate our lives. So you'll have that in your homework tonight in the replay. And for those of you who can't join live, know that all of the videos will be posted in the Facebook group. So you will have access to them after the live event. All right, everyone. Oh, thank you, Megan. I love this. It is beautiful work, and you are giving yourself permission to do this work for the week. You're giving yourself permission to up-level your life. You're giving yourself permission to ask for more because the universe is full of abundance. And if you are not having what you want in your life, you get to ask or more. So if you're in soul disconnect, let's get you into soul searching or soul alive. If you're in soul searching, let's bring you the clarity to get you into soul alive. If you are living a soul alive life, it's time to elevate an area of your life. So until tomorrow, you get to choose what you're going to go after. So much love to all of you. Give yourself that permission to spend time on you this week and to receive. This is all about sharing with you and giving you the opportunity to change your life, not only from the external, but from your internal, so that you can wake up and really feel joyful, unstoppable, and happy. All right, so until tomorrow, I'll be back live at 12 o'clock. We're going to go into that energy awareness matrix and find out where you're living and what we can shift up. And tomorrow, I'll actually do some energy work to help you shift from where you're living right now. All right, everyone, much love. Have really appreciated and enjoyed those that could show up live and that sent all of this information. Laura's going to stay in the chat. I can see a couple of people that are saying, oh, I don't have the emails. Where can I get the forms? So Laura will put that in, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care, everyone.